Hey guys, welcome back to Puffet Lauda. So we're gonna get back to this, I suppose. We're gonna see what's in the cargo hold, so let's just start. Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? Whee! It's so big! He's like a kid. Oh, Lord. I love Gumshoe. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and an ultra luxurious first class seating. So is this the real scene of the murder? There certainly is a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Okay, let's get investigating, sir. Woo! Alright. Hello. Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal? It's what the victim checked in, sir. So, the suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he would mind if we took a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file? And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir. It looks like a profile on Francisca. Why? Yeah, why would Mr. Hicks have a file on her? Let's see. There's a suitcase that is missing. Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth! It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair! These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after the flight is over. This paint job's really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy. Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it'd bring you much happiness. You think so? Then maybe I will! Let's see here. $1,200! Holy fucking shit. $1,200 for a suitcase? Like that? Hell fucking no. Wait, that means that Miss Tenero's been buying like $1,200 suitcase every time? I think I'll pass. And Miss Tenero wonders why they don't sell. You'd need 2 jobs just to buy one. Definitely looks like one is missing. What's this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments? What are these glass shards from? That's weird. Okay. Bed sheets. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours out the puppy eyes, I've no intention of doing so. Aww, poor Gummy. Let's see. What's over here? All sorts of boxes are piled up here. This one says flammable, and this one, it says pharmaceuticals. This one says for exorcism use only. Just what kind of operation is this airline running? Here's an elevator. Ooh, I just love pushing the buttons on the elevators and the crosswalk signals. Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it. The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, Detective. It can't move. Oh, yeah. I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now. Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without the special key card. Both the door to the attendance room and the elevator control panels require a key card, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here. Let's talk to Francisca. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides this murder. Yes, I was. Why at this airport? I've been following a very large and involved governmental-level international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with the Interpol. Oh, she came as an Interpol liaison. Interpol is involved. It's a top-secret operation, so I can't really tell you more than I already have. Well, you're gonna have to tell me a little more than you already have, because not this. Never mind, we don't have evidence for it, damn it. Let's use some logic. Broken glasses. Oh, shit. Well. Okay, those are connected. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses.
And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses!
Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would have matched up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected.
So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir?
Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now?
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. Oh my god. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. Profile on Francisca. So she's here to meet somebody. Aha! Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francisca?
Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Montgomery, sir.
Francisca said that she had come to this airport as a part of an Interpol investigation.
Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her.
Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was actually, in actuality, the Interpol agent Hicks. I think Francisca has some explaining to do. Welp. Here we go. Ahem. Truth behind Hicks. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you from the victim's luggage. I supposed it was prepared for him so he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol agent Hicks. Is that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. But it looks like they got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent, then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. He went undercover to investigate this crime. And it was I who put him on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. Yikes. I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold.
But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it. Ow!
Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing.
Francisca, do you know how exactly he intended to pursue his investigation? No, unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed.
I see, but this raises another question.
A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then the killer put Agent Hicks in one of the spare suitcases and they entered the elevator. But while they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out. That's terrifying. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Indeed, which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Hey, nice. That was a really short investigation. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage.
What? Really, sir?
I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenero. Definitive evidence. It's not if I was a crew member. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Mr. Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Miss Rhoda Tenero. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you? I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that.
Right.
Well, let's see. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks the cargo hold. Let's press this. But it's highly unlikely that the key card was, or not unlikely, it's highly likely that the key card was stolen from Miss Tenero.
Objection!
It's highly likely? Is that a possibility the best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father? Ugh. Yes, well, while I don't have any evidence, Be quiet! You're a disgrace. There's more evidence pointing to Miss Rhoda Tenero, you know. It's not just the key card that gives her away. Are you talking about the murder weapon? The Mr. iFly piggy bank? Yes, she also was the only person with the key to open that display case. Further, there's the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderer's bank.
Hold it!
Let's press this too. But that is a fake. Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. If you must keep insisting that it is fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of this weapon? The body? Because if we already looked at the piggy bank and the crime scene, Francisca, I think you were too quick to jump to your own conclusions. Oh, was I? Yes, we don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see if the wound on Agent Hicks' head is consistent with the murder weapon? Scruffy!
Yes, sir.
Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Mr. Agent Hicks' autopsy. I keep calling him Mr. Agent, I know.
Yes, sir.
Runs off. Well, there he goes. Old Gummy.
We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
Wow, he's quick.
What is it, detective? They're still doing the autopsy, but they said they already know this one thing for sure.
Report, now.
The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating down from his shoulder to his mid-back.
From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back. He was beaten over such a wide area?
Well, I'd say maybe it's the sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir.
Yikes. Scruffy! What has this had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean?
Well, that's,
Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, detective?
Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir.
You're completely useless!
Yow! Sir, I told you already, you can't go down there.
No, you remove yourself from my way! I don't know if it's Grape Man, I just assume that it is. What is all that racket? What a fucking surprise! My luggage! My cargo! They're mine, and I demand you return them to me! We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience. I suppose there's no choice! Finally, I think he gave—
Hey, what are you—
You have left me no choice but to use strong force!
You won't get past me!
Oh my god, he's dead. Wait, that's it. So this is what the whole thing has been about. Further, there's the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank. Logic, boom. It's just his body falling. After all, you know, we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. Weapon could not be found. Logic.
The doc said that it's one giant bruise from beating down from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
Oh, he lived, I think. Oh, I'm just going into logic. Okay. So let's see. It can't be the cause of death because he was beaten so badly, so... Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there is an extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to his middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. Okay, sizable. No, I don't think... Smuggling? That wasn't right. God damn it, I'm so bad at this. Weapon cannot be found unless... Sizable weapon. There we go. If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you would think it would stick out, but so far we haven't found anything that was a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration.
What was that all about? Was he trying to jump his way down here?
Francisca. What? What do you want? I found it, Francisca. I found the real murder weapon. You did?
You really jumped!
We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time.
He might be hurt. We should go check up on him, sirs.
There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit. This coming from a prosecutor with the habit of whipping everyone she comes across. Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence.
You two aren't listening at all, are you?
Come on then, show me the real murder weapon you speak of. I don't have evidence to show. I don't have any evidence to show you. Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolish fool to meant to fool me. Oh my god. Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolish fool meant to fool me. Jesus Christ. What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show? Perhaps I should have phrased it as that which caused Mr. Agent Hicks' death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I've figured out what was the real cause of death. And we're gonna stop right here. What do you think is his real cause of death? Strangulation, suffocation, or freefall? Woo! What a surprise! Next time on Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth Investigations, then we're gonna figure out, I guess, how he died.